Hi, this is Jerry from the Courthouse Tavern. This is your Courthouse Case of the Week.
Welcome back to the Pioneer Sideline. We're going to finish it off with a big red bow and tie it up, and we're going to call it the Courthouse Case of the Week. I am Justin LeBar, joined by Dr. Barry and Josh Ricketta. Guys, no scoring here. This goes beyond scoring. We're going to talk about what's happened in the NFL. That's right, NFL offseason news. Jay Cutler traded from the Denver Broncos over to Chicago Bears. Several teams interested. I thought it was going to be something that was going to be dragged out, but instead it was took care of pretty much one day, and I think maybe a little bit of a lopsided trade. Yes.
You think so?
I think so.
That makes me raise the eyebrow.
Oh, my.
Well, I'd have to say I'd agree with you. I think the Broncos ran away with this trade. A first round for this year in 09, a first in 010, a third in 09, and you get Cal Orton, who never really had weapons in Chicago, so you never know what he can really do.
Boilermaker.
Hey, you know, it makes me wonder why they want to get rid of him. After all, I mean, he is a big arm, but I thought maybe Tennessee would have been a better fit for him. But who knows?
A lot of places would have been a better fit for him. I don't think I'm really happy if I'm Jay Cutler being in Chicago. Wow,
right,
I'll
guys.
get it right one time.
One more question for each of you guys. We're running out of time real quickly in here. What does Chicago do in terms of draft, and what does Denver do in terms of draft now?
Well, I think Chicago actually will probably, I don't know, it's hard to tell. I think they'll probably draft maybe a receiver with their position, and then Denver will definitely have to start on defense. That's the one thing that killed them. Cutler was 17-20, but when the defense held teams under 21 points, they were 13-1.
Well, Chicago only has about one pick in the first 100 or so choices. So they have to be very, very diligent when they choose their player. Wide receiver is definitely a big issue for them. On the defensive end of the ball, they need another lineman as well. But as for Denver, that is a really, really good fit for them. They have, I think it's, 12 and 16, 10 or 18, something like that. So with what they can get to choose, they can go for a quarterback in Mark Sanchez that might drop down to that around that 10 spot. And then they got to go defensive lineman because they need a lot of help on that front seven of their defense. So they got a lot of options. They got a lot of draft picks. Love to be in that position because, again, good receivers.
One thing that will be interesting to watch is when those fantasy drafts come rolling around in August to see whether or not Jay Cutler and or Kyle Orton's draft status go up, their value goes up.
Can't really pick Cutler high. I can't say
Yeah.
there's no weapons in Chicago. Devin Hester, woo. That's nothing. Nothing.
He's transformed from a cornerback to a receiver, so he's still learning how to play that position.
There's not much there, man.
Not much there at all. All right.